Good morning, children. Yesterday I did the preposition in, on, and at, and I also told you this in, on, and at are preposition of time. So preposition of time, as I told you yesterday also, preposition of time are words that denote or reference to time, that it indicates that it is related to time. Okay, so we did in, on, and at. In is used for parts of the day, that is in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Then for month, that is in April, in May, in June, and then also for years. Okay, in 1928, and then for centuries also we use, for example, in the 21st century. Okay, then coming to on, I told you it will come with holidays with day, that is Labor Day, where day word is there at the end of it. For example, labor is that word and then day is there, Labor Day. Then Christmas Day. Okay, then days of the week, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So on Monday, on Tuesday, on Labor's Day, yes. Then days of the month, on 4th of July, and also dates, that is 15th of April. Fine. And then at, I told you holidays without day. For example, we don't say New Year's Day, we say New Year's. Yes, at New Year's, yeah, at Easter or at Christmas, that I told you yesterday itself. And then for time, we don't say in noon, we say at noon, at midnight. And when we have specific day or specific time, we use at. Yes. So today we will be doing 4 more prepositions on time. Those are before, after, since, and for. Yes. So we'll go one by one. Before. Before indicates a prior event. Prior event means the event that happened earlier. Okay. So example. So prior means earlier. Yes. Before indicates a prior event. Robin was very nervous before the interview. So before going, that is once he had given the interview, he was confident. But before that, he was nervous. Then I want to leave before lunch. So he will not have lunch. Before the lunch, he will move before it. Yes, these batsmen should not get out before the tea break. Before going, close the window. So he will close the window and then only he will go. He will do the activity before going out. Yes. Let's see some more examples. Everybody is nervous before examination. Yes, once you start giving the exam, you are confident. But before, earlier, when you are seated in the class and you are waiting for the papers, for the question paper, you are all nervous. Whether you will be able to do all the questions or not. Yes. Please visit us before you leave for the United States. So he will go to the United States. But before that, what will he do? He will visit. Okay. I always have breakfast before going to work. So he goes to work. But before that, what he does? He takes his breakfast. So these are some examples of before. So before, we use before. When do we use? Some event that has happened earlier. For that for those sentences we use before. Next, after. Now after is just the opposite of before. After indicates a following event that is going to happen. Okay, before is it happens before you do anything else. But here what you will do? After is just the opposite. I told you after is just the opposite of before. So it indicates what happened after that. Yes, once you have done, and after that what event follows. So this preposition is the exact opposite of before. Example, Robin felt confident after the interview. After the interview, I have marked after with red. Just see, Robin felt confident after the interview. The next examples, I want to leave after lunch. That is, he will have lunch. And earlier what did we see in before example? I want to leave before lunch. So he will not have lunch. He will go before that. But he will, now in this one, he will have his lunch and then only he will go. After playing football, we went home. So they played, and after that only, after playing, once they have played, then they went home. So they have done the action and then they are going home now. Yes, the action is completed and after that they will do the second. Let's see more examples. After doing the shopping, they went home. I started work after reading the newspaper. So once they have read the newspaper, they started the work. John went to Australia after his pre-university studies. So once he has completed his pre-university studies, he went to Australia. Next, since and for. So these words also are used in a sentence when the speaker wants to talk about something that started in the past. It happened before and then it is still going on. Since and for is used in a sentence when the speaker is talking about something that happened in the past and is still going on. Yes, both this. Now, how to differentiate between since and for? For is used, see, when we talk about since, we have to talk about for. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand the difference between since and for. Okay. Now, for is used when specifying the amount of time. That is duration of time. For is used for duration of time. Yes. And since is used for point of time. Clear? For is used for duration of time. We'll see the examples and then it will be clear to you. Okay. So, we will be taking for first. I told you it is used for period of time or duration of time or the amount of time. How long? I have had this watch for more than 40 years. So he was having earlier the watch, he was having the watch earlier and he's still having it. Okay. I have only known her for a few weeks. So few weeks, this is a time duration. Then for more than 40 years, this is also a time duration. Yes. He's been here for 6 months and still. So he has been in that place for 6 months and still he is there. That 6 months is also duration of time. It is showing how long he has been staying there. Yes. And still can't speak a word of German. So he has been there for 6 months and still he can't speak. He is unable to speak German language. She has been smoking for a long time. No wonder she coughs too much. So she has been smoking for a long time. That word long time also is showing you the duration. It is not showing you point of time. Is it showing you point of time? No. So for is used when we specify the amount of time or the period of time or the duration of time. Let's see since. Since is used when specifying the starting point. When we see for is used for the duration of time. Yes. Remember for 40 years. Yes. But here since is used when we specify the starting point. When it started actually. I have had this watch since 1965. So from 19 he has been. So that watch has been with him since 1965. It is showing the point of time. So from 1965 he is possessing that watch. I have only known her since the beginning of last week. Since the beginning of the last week. He had been here since April and he still can't speak a word of German. Specifying the month. Next, she's been smoking since she started grade 5. No wonder she coughs so much. So here also the same sentences I have taken, but see, it's changing the meaning. Yes, is a point of time here. Since is the point of time. But if I say I have had this watch for 40 years. So it is showing you the duration of time. But if I have written I have had this watch since 1965. It's telling you the specific year. Yes. Then last week it is also specifying which week we are talking about, the last week. Yes, it is specifying the starting point, when it started last week. Yes. So this is the end. Today again I will be giving you practice exercises. I will be including those 3 topics, that is in, on and at also, along with these 4 that we did. You will complete it and then I will be sending you the answer of today's as well as tomorrow together. Okay? Thank you, children.